Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy X coming at y'all with a brand new video. And as you guys can see, we're here with the top centers tier list, the top centers in NBA 2K20 Myteam. I did not make this tier list. This was made by somebody else, but it has a lot, and I think most of the good centers that we got in the game in here. And we got a bunch of different tiers. Apparently, I put B down there instead of these. We're going to change that real quick. But we have S plus tier, S, A plus, A, B, C, and D. And that's because I felt like, maybe we'll have some tweeners, but we'll see and get it started. We have a lot of really good centers here and even have some of the new Spotlight Sims one as well, which is actually pretty good. So, yeah, without further ado, I feel like we should, get right on in here and have some fun with it. So, first, we have Galaxy Opal David Robinson. If we were talking a while ago, I think we would probably have him up in, the A's category, but I feel like he's dropped a lot. Just not that great. Only has like a bronze clamps and things like that. So I'm gonna have to throw him C tier. I feel like a few weeks ago we maybe would have thrown him up there higher, but yeah, no. And I feel like it's the same for this next card, Galaxy Bonus, who is a great shooter, can play some good defense, and overall is a really nice card. However, any center on center, 7'3" is great. He's got good size, but again, is just he's outdated. Next we have Pink Diamond Timid Duncan. Now, I went through and looked at this list a few times, and he doesn't have Galaxy Opal Tim Duncan at all in here, so I'm going to pretend that Tim Duncan is the Galaxy Opal version and talk about it as if he is the Galaxy Opal. So anybody that is, maybe thinking otherwise, just that's where this opinion is being based off of. So Tim Duncan, the Opal version, I actually really like the card. His release is super easy green, can play some great defense, still can shoot the ball well, great in the post. Overall is really nice, but I don't think he's super, top tier. So I think I'm going to throw him pretty solid in the A tier. Remember, Galaxy Opal version. Throw him pretty solid in the A tier. He's a good card. He's great, plays amazing, but isn't, in that top, 15 to 20 discussion. You know what I mean? Next, we have the Pink Diamond Crush Bosh, who I think is in the same category as Arvidas and David Robinson, who, when he was out, was an amazing, and I mean an amazing card, but now is just outdated and doesn't really fit. And I think the C tier is what I'm going to use as our outdated kind of tier, and then D is going to be our actual, I don't like them, pretty bad. Next, we have the Diamond Marc Gasol, who's actually a really great shooter, and at Pink Diamond, which is what I'm going to grade him as, is amazing. Got some great defense, got some great shooting ability, slightly slow, so I think we're going to throw him down to the B tier, but he's still not bad. He's still not bad. Next, we have Galaxy Opal Mark Eaton. Can't really shoot. He can hit the occasional midi. He can play amazing defense. For his amazing defense, I'm going to throw him in the B category. I think he's a really good card and really good defender. He's got some great size, but he's nothing amazing. He's nothing, too crazy. So, we're going to have to throw him down there. Now, if I look quickly, I don't see Galaxy Opal Anthony Davis anywhere in here. I just see the Pink Diamond. So, I'm going to take it as if it is the Galaxy Opal again. And with the Galaxy Opal, we're going to throw him in S plus tier. Absolutely amazing. The Galaxy Opal Anthony Davis is a god. He is a great card. You got to love him. He can do everything. Next, we have the Diamond Karl Malone. Now, I love this Karl Malone card, but as a power forward, as a center, I'm not really feeling the Karl Malone card. So, for this, I'm actually going to throw him in the D category because he's like 6'9". He's super undersized to play the center position, and I feel like they definitely got that wrong position-wise. So as a power forward, he is amazing, and I probably would throw him up to like A plus tier. But as a center, we're gonna have to throw him down there. Next, we have the Amethyst Shaquille O'Neal, who is good, but we have other versions of Shaq on here who are going to be a lot higher. This one can't shoot at all. I'm going to throw him into the D tier category. Next, we have the Pink Diamond Chris Webber, who I actually think is really good. I love this card. I love Webber's release. He has great size and is amazing, but that is all for the power forward position. So, slightly undersized, can't play amazing. So, I'm going to throw him at the B tier. I think at power forward, he is up into like the S tier category. I love him. He's great, but nothing amazing. Next, we have Diamond Bam Adebayo, who everybody knows is an amazing card. He's low-key a Galaxy Opal. He plays great. He plays amazing. He can shoot the ball, play defense, play make well, finish inside. He's an A plus tier. Actually, maybe even S tier. He's close. I feel like he's in that like tweener area. I'm going to throw him at A plus tier. I might catch some flack for that, but I feel like we do have some better options. Next, we have Galaxy Opal Dwight Howard. I think is in the same conversation as our Galaxy Opal Tim Duncan. He's a great card, can do a lot of things well, but just doesn't have that, X factor, next level insaneness to him. So I think he just barely misses out. Next, we have the Diamond Zildjian Ilgauskas, who I think is a great card, but is lacking two main things. He's a little slow, and he doesn't have clamps. So for that, I really, really love this card, but I think I'm going to have to throw him in the C category. He's a great card. He's basically Galaxy Opal Reduce a bonus that's cheaper, but yeah, pretty good card still. Next, we have Galaxy Opal Karim Abdul-Jabbar. Nice and easy. I'm going to throw him in the S+ tier category. He is absolutely, and I mean absolutely, an amazing card. I mean, he can play. The only thing that he doesn't have is range extender. Like, that's the only thing that Karim is missing. And if we eventually get a Opal Karim somehow with range, he's going to be amazing. Like, seriously, going to be amazing. Next, we have this Aron Baynes. He's undersized. He can shoot well, but he's undersized, doesn't play the most amazing defense. He's like that jack of all trades card for budget players that are amazing, and if it was a budget list, he'd be higher up on the list. But because we're talking about the general scope of things, he's not going to hold a candle to Karim or Bam, so we're going to have to throw him down there. Next, we have Thon Maker, another card who I believe is really good at the power forward, and if we take into account some of his budget availability, he's still amazing. He's a solid B tier card. I love him. I think he's great. If we were talking about budget cards, I definitely would have him higher ranked, but he's still a pretty good card. Next, we have a Galaxy Opal Karl-Anthony Towns, a card who I do not think is worth it because you do have to lock him in, but with his ability to literally do everything, have amazing set of Hoff badges, I'm going to have to throw him in the S tier category. He's an amazing card. He does everything that you would want super well. He's still an amazing card, and I think he's what people should go out the way to get. Next, we have the Pink Diamond Christian Laettner. Solid card. He shoots the ball well, plays good defense. Slightly undersized. Think he's better as a power forward, but even at center, I still think he's a solid A tier card. He's pretty close to the Tim Duncan in my opinion. Can do some things better, like shooting, but still a really nice card. Next, we have Ralph Samson's Pink Diamond, who I have in the same A tier category. He's got great size. I'm pretty sure it's 7'4". He can shoot the ball still pretty well. Plays great defense. Slightly slow, but still an amazing card, and still one that I think is great. Next, we have Greg Oden, who's also from the same Campus Legends set. We actually had 4 straight Campus Legends cards, which is a little insane. But great card. He can shoot the ball well and does a lot of things like Christian Laettner and Ralph Samson. But he's Christian Laettner's size without Christian Laettner's shooting ability. So I'm going to have to throw him just slightly lower in the B tier category. Not bad by any means, but just slightly missing out. Now, next we have Amethyst Marvin Bagley, who I have said in my videos is literally like a budget version of the Galaxy Opal Tim Duncan. So we gotta throw him in the A tier category. If we take into account how great he is with his amazing behind the back animations, his speed, his ability to rebound the ball, he's a great card. I still think he's better as a power forward. I would throw him even as an A+ tier as a power forward. But for center, he's still great, can run the ball well, and is an amazing card. Next, we have a Galaxy Opal Taco Fall. Easy, no question, in my opinion, is a S tier category card. He can literally still shoot the ball for some reason, even though I don't think he's really even hit any threes. He's got a nice 75. He plays great defense at that 7'5" frame. The Taco Posto, we all know, is super cheesy. He's a great card. Overall, really good, but just doesn't have that next level factor. If he had some more hot zones and hot zone Hunter Hall of Fame, he'd be a great card, and I would have him up in S+ tier, but he's almost there for me. Next, we have Galaxy Opal Bull. I think as a center, he is an A+ tier category. As a power forward, he's S+, but A+ still isn't bad for a card like Bull. He can play, make amazing. He's a sprayer of the ball, but his defense at center really lacks, as well as his rebounding, which is why I think he's better as a power forward and not as a center. But even as a center, he's still pretty good, and he can cause some matchup problems. Still, good card, just nothing amazing. Next, we have a Galaxy Opal Patrick Ewing. His jump shot, it's alright. His stats are amazing. His badges are amazing. His jumper's okay. His animations, like in the post, are good. They're just not great. I liked his Pink Diamond, but I think he's just, again, I think Patrick Ewing's animations in general are just outdated and aren't the best. I'm going to have to throw him in the C tier category. Next, we have Pink Diamond Joel Embiid, who I'm going to throw firmly in the A plus tier category. I love this Joel Embiid card. He's basically Bam Adebayo, just a little bit taller. So I actually will have him just slightly ahead of Bam Adebayo. He's a great card. I love that Joel Embiid, and one that I kind of want to pick up, but I'm pretty set on my centers. So, yeah, we're going to have to pass with that. Next, we have Pink Diamond Dino Raja, who, if y'all know me, I have Dino as a S plus tier center. I absolutely love, and I mean love, this Dino Raja card. He can literally run down the floor, dunk on everybody, play make super well, has that half-dimer, he can rebound like amazing, he can play good defense. There's nothing that Dino Raja card cannot do, besides maybe guard some of these 7'6" guys, which is why I occasionally will run him at the power forward, but even then, I love Dino at center. He's one of my favorite cards in the game. I definitely would pick him up if you guys have the opportunity to. Next, we have Gallic Triple Shaq. Easy. We don't even have to question it. Gallic Triple Shaq, he's the best center in the game. He is like the reason that there is an S plus tier, because he just has that next level ability to be up there. Like, he can speed boost. He has half range extender. He can do everything. He's dominant as hell. Y'all gotta love Shaq. You gotta have him S plus tier. No question about it. Next, we have the pink Amethyst. Sorry, I said pink. Amethyst Mohamed Bamba, who I think is actually a really good card. Great release at his size, and it really is basically like Thon Maker, just doesn't have range extender. So I think if we take into account some of his budget availability and other things like that, we could put him, higher into like a B tier. But I think he's a nice, solid C tier center. He's nothing. Well, for budgets, he's amazing, but as in the general scope of centers, he's nothing absolutely insane. Still great, still a really solid card, and one that I definitely recommend for a lot of people who, don't know the most MT. Next, we have Galaxy Opal Yao Ming, who I am throwing in S tier. Because he's 7'6", he has a great post hook, has amazing defense, but it's the same thing with Taco Fall. I just think he is missing maybe range extender or just slightly better shooting ability to really be in that God S plus tier category. He's amazing. He's a great card, but as it should be, he doesn't have range extender, which leaves him out of the God tier of the centers. Next, we have an Amethyst Kostas Antetokounmpo. Okay card, nothing crazy. I'm going to throw him in the D tier category. I don't think he's anything too amazing. He's not awful by any means. He's just a nice, decent budget center that can help out. Next, we have Diamond Harry Giles III, who I love, has a great release, a really good post game, some nice, all-around ability. Can play some defense, can rebound a little bit, but he doesn't have rebound chaser at all, and I do think he's better as a power forward because of that. So I'm throwing him in the D tier category again because he should be a power forward. We should just run him there. He should be like a power forward center primary. But what can you do, Next, we have Galaxy Bubble Chamberlain. Nice and easy. I'm throwing him into the S tier category. Now, again, I will say some people are going to see this list and see Dino as S plus tier and be a little upset and that he's above Wilt. But Wilt is amazing. He's a super good card. And again, just like Yao Ming, I think that no range extender ability is just holding him back a little bit from being on the same tier as like Shaq AD. Other cards like Karim can make up for it because they have an absolutely insane green light jump shot. Yao and Wilt just don't have that, and I think it hurts them a little bit. Just my personal opinion. Next, we have Andrew Bogut, who I think is amazing card. He just has really no shooting ability. He's really just a post hook, drop step, defense, and rebounding kind of guy. There's really no shooting in him at all. So, I'm going to have to throw him in the D tier category. I'm sorry. It's okay. For a free card, he's not bad. But again, and no, power forward, secondary position, I think hurts him a little bit too. But, it is what it is. Next, we have Galaxy Hakeem Olajuwon, who I thought was going to be S plus tier. Absolutely insane. But when you look at him, he still seems clunky. His release just still seems a little bit slow. He's got great defense. He still can shoot the ball great, but only really when he's wide open. And that's hard to do because he can't get his shot off as well. So, it's a hard one, but I think I'm going to have to throw him at the A plus tier category, which still is not a knock on Hakeem. I just still feel like he feels a little sluggish, which sucks. I feel like, maybe if they gave, maybe him a slightly quicker release, I feel like he'd be a little bit better, and if he moved faster at 90 speed, it would be great. But Sadly, I think Hakeem is only in the A+ tier category, but he is pretty high up still. Next, we have Vlade Divac, who I was kind of surprised with. I thought, you know, he wasn't going to be the most insane card, but he's been really nice. He's 7'1", can speed boost, play, great defense, and overall is a really good card. I don't think he has the tangibles to be absolutely top tier, but I think he's on the low end of the S tier category. He's a great card and is absolutely amazing. Next, we have Charles Oakley, 6'9", undersized, better as the power forward, has a terrible release. He's a D tier. He just has awful, and I mean awful, animations that you don't want on a guy like him. He's better at power forward. Kind of sucks. I was hopeful. He looked amazing stats wise, but yeah, not the most amazing. Next, we have DeMarcus Cousins, who I'm going to throw in A tier. Now, if we're talking about power forwards, he is a S or S+ tier card because he has amazing size as a power forward. He can play great defense if you guys need him to and know how to use him. He can shoot the ball lights out, has an amazing release, and seriously is one of my favorite cards. But at center, being 6'11" and not having, you know, top tier 90s and everything defense, that's not ideal for the center position. So for the center position, I throw him at A tier. He's good, but there are a good bit of cards that are better than him, and even at A tier, I have him lower end A tier. So there is that. Next, we have Jack Sigma, who I have heard is an amazing card. Like, seriously, is insane. So I think, although I haven't used him, I'm going to put him at B tier, the top end of B tier, because I have not used him, and I know he's 6'11", so slightly undersized, meaning he's probably better as a power forward. Because I have not used him, I'm throwing him at B tier. I'm throwing him higher up, and I don't want to knock him because I haven't used him. So I will say that, and I will put him there. Hopefully I don't get flagged for that. Next, we have Gallic Sabonis. I've watched people use him. This card is awful. Like, awful. I'd throw him above the likes of Kostas, Charles Oakley, Giles, and Bogut, but he is D tier. His animations just aren't it. He's slow. He doesn't move well. Domantas Sabonis is not a card that you guys want to run your center. He's not even good as a power forward. Like, you just really don't want to run this card at this point in the game. And next, last but not least, we have Pink Diamond Rick Smits, who was one of the first historic Spotlight Sims that we got out of all of these sets. He's great. I think has, what, a 7'4", 7'3", 7'2", something like that height. Absolutely amazing. He is a mid-range god, still has a nice three-point shot. He's got a good release. Obviously, he plays great defense at his size. And overall, it's just amazing. And I mean, if you need a tall, cheesy center, he's up with the likes of Ralph Samson. And honestly, I think he's a little bit better than Ralph Samson. So I'm going to throw him up at high A tier. Maybe even A+. I'm thinking about it. Maybe even A+. I'm leaning towards it. But I think this is the final list that we're going to have here. I feel like everybody's kind of in order as well, left to right, roughly. Some great cards. The center position actually has gotten pretty good in my team this year. Is amazing. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video or found it informative, please leave a like down below. Comment down below what you guys think of the center position as well, and what you guys think of my tier list. If you guys want to make one of your own and at me on Twitter, yep, I'd love to see the differences that we have in opinion on some of these cards. Again, subscribe if you guys are new on that road to 5.2K. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video.